So okay guys, today we are gonna play The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt.
I see you gather before me.
Let's check the
Hungry,
story first.
terrified, clutching your babes to your breast. Emperor Emir has marched his legions into our lands, laid siege to every fortress from here to the Blue Mountains. Rabid and ravenous, he bites and bites away. Men of the North, you stand at the precipice. Your kings have failed you, so now you turn to the gods. And yet you do not plead. You do not kneel to dust your heads with ash. Instead you wail, why have the gods forsaken us? We must look into the trials we failed long ago. In a time past, our world intertwined with another through an upheaval scholars call the conjunction of the spheres. The gods allowed unholy forces to slip into our domain. The offspring of that cataclysm was the nefarious force called magic. Yet we did not banish it, instead studying the vile arcane for our own power and wealth. And the monsters at our door, the unholy relics of this conjunction. The trolls, the corpse eaters, the werewolves. Did we raise our swords against them? Or have we laid this burden on others? On so-called witches. Stray children taught the ways of foul sorcery, their bodies mutated through blasphemous ritual. Sent to fight monsters, though they could not distinguish good from evil. The flicker of humanity, long extinguished within them. Yes, their numbers have dwindled through the years. But a few still roam our lands, offering their bloody work for coin. To this day, they shame us with their very existence. The North bleeds, flogged by war. The battles are the gods' whip, chastisement for our sins. And let us not forget the terrors, the scourges from beyond our world. The wild hunt rides the sky with every full moon. The Dark Raiders abduct our children into lands unknown. Some say they herald a second conjunction. Can we chart a course back into the light? Will we find the strength to banish the mages from our kingdoms? Unite around the warmth of the eternal fire. Nigh is the time of the sword and axe. None will fight this war in our stead. Nigh is the time of madness and disdain.
Okay, so that was the story. It was a very interesting story. Let's start the game. New game. Fresh start. Yeah. Just the story. Okay, show the tutorials. Totally based on the story. By the way, if you all don't know, The Witcher 3 is one of the best games.
You know I don't find that amusing.
It wasn't meant to amuse, but to prod you to hurry. It's midday already. You promised Ciri you'd train with her. Go before Vesemir bores her to death with those etchings.
So, later then.
See you later.
First mission of is welcome to the tutorial. Challenge will introduce the game's core elements. Message will be saved in the glossary where you find detailed information about world lore and mechanics. I guess we need to adjust the resolution. Okay, let's see. Yes. Here we go. This is the proper resolution we need. Minimap and objectives. The minimap is the upper right hand corner of your display shows your current location and the surrounding area. Yeah, they have been okay. Underneath the minimap, you will find the objective for your active quest. Yeah, okay. Get that. Let's talk to Yennefer. Hey, Yennefer.
See, I thought Ciri could stand to wait a little longer.
It's uninstructive, not to mention unreasonable.
Yeah, she's gorgeous. I know that.
I missed you. A lot.
And I missed you. But we'll have plenty of time to make up for that. Go and train with her, then come back. It'll give me a chance to put my face on.
Of all the women I've known, you're the only one who does that before.
You've known many.
What's it matter? Only ever thought of you.
Use your Witcher sense to find the key to the bedroom door. Okay. There is something. Let's go and check. Okay, here is the key. Why isn't he picking up the key? Ah, yes. Here it goes. That door is also unlocked. Let's go. The bedroom. It goes faster this way.
Old Witcher's fast asleep. Ciri's disappeared somewhere, of course. Guess she prefers practice to theory.
What?
Time to wake up, Master. These lessons so boring they put you to sleep too?
Damn it. After taking notes on ghouls and owl ghouls, wanted to rest my eyes a bit.
Making her slog through that brick? No wonder she took off.
John of Bruges lacks flair, true, but he's reliable. Not like the hogwash they print nowadays. She's tackling the pendulums, right? How many times do I have to tell her? Don't train alone. It only embeds your errors. Bring our young damsel to the lower courtyard. She wants to practice, she'll get to practice.
Don't get mad at her. Yes.
Gotta admit, we've spoiled her.
We've spoiled her. I've been saying it from the start. Ciri needs a firm hand.
Been saying that true. But you let her walk all over you just like the rest of us do.
Fine. I suppose I'm partly to blame. But this has to end. Now. Killing monsters is not something to be taken lightly. Ciri must understand that, if she's to become one of us. I'll see you below.
Oh, it seems like Ciri's a badass.
Wrong. Now I see why you were so eager to practice. Strike. You're not in a circus. Pirouette. Wrong. Footwork. Enough. Get down.
with a flip?
What do you think? All right, take off the blindfold. You've got work to do. Your reflexes are still slow.
Maybe for a witcher.
Think drowners or striggers will go easy on you because you haven't undergone the mutations? Though in your shoes, I'd fear Vesemir more than any strigger. Disobeying his instructions? Unwise.
Well, yes, but that book was horribly dull.
I know. And you know that's no excuse.
I'm sorry. It won't happen again.
Sorry's not good enough. You're gonna read Ghouls and Al-Ghouls in its entirety, appendices included.
No, please! I'd rather clean the stables.
End of discussion. Come on, we'll practice with the others down below.
Shall we run the walls?
Yeah, of course. Let's begin the tutorials.
Of course. Is a Witcher school or an elven bathhouse?
Beat you to the bottom.
Maybe if you fall.
Oh, I guess we're gonna lose this race. No, probably not.
What did I tell you about breathing? Through your mouth, in rhythm with your steps.
Wait, I guess we need to even change the controller settings. Mouse sensitivity is too much. Let's keep it 35 or 45%. Yeah, okay. I guess this will work. Let's check.
Siri,
yeah.
cut it out.
This is better. Oh shit.
I
didn't
said
hear
you
that.
weren't allowed to do it.
Oh, oh gosh. I didn't know that we would rather die by jumping from the... I mean, he's a witcher. He probably should be strong enough. How can you just dive by jumping from a higher distance? And it was not even that much higher, right?
Beat you to the bottom.
Maybe if you fall.
Yeah, we'll make it this time. The mouse sensitivity will control.
What did I tell you about breathing? Through your mouth, in rhythm with your steps. Siri, cut it out.
Okay, so what?
Geralt? What is it? Come on.
Okay, where do we have to go? Find a place. Okay, it was there. Oh, so sorry. I guess we'll lose this race. Not again.
Run into trouble. Should I turn back and help you?
No, you just go ahead. I'm coming.
I win.
Yeah,
Legs
I
are
win.
longer. Show you
Still
what.
there?
Just need to grow a bit.
I left you way behind.
Don't bother me, Geralt. I'll trip and fall.
Oh, look at those spaceships.
Anything to say for yourself, young lady?
I'm very sorry, Uncle Vesemir.
Young blood craves action, I understand that. But when you fight a beast, knowledge counts as much as your silver sword. At the very least, you ought to be able to tell a ghoul from an owl ghoul.
By markings, like unto the Panthera tigris that in Zeracania dwells, and by the sickly paleness of its visage.
So you did read the chapter. Still, you should have asked if...
But you were asleep, Uncle Vesemir.
So you did the reading. Why not admit it right off?
Never pounce on an advantage as soon as it appears. Wait till it stands to have maximum effect. Uncle Vesemir's words.
Well, you're a quick study. Quick, but mischievous. Fine, we've talked enough. Geralt, you're with me, Lambert with Eskel, Ciri with the dummy.
Again?
Stop groaning and grab a sword. What do you think? Should we start by reviewing the fundamentals or go right to free training?
Let's begin the combat tutorials.
Should work on the basics. Even skilled masters need to hone the fundamentals, and Ciri's barely a novice.
Draw your sword, Geralt!
Okay, combat. Witcher must be prepared to fight foes of all kinds, be they blade-clad knights, ethereal wraiths, or bone-crushing giants. To match the strength and exploit the weakness of different enemies, Witcher need to use a variety of weapons and combat techniques. The core tool of their trade are their swords, one steel for fighting humans and non-humans, the other silver for slaying monsters. Okay, Witchers have also mastered a simple form of combat magic. These signs are not as powerful as the spells wielded by mages, but they can be cast very quickly with simple one-handed gestures, making them quite useful in the heat of combat. Witcher are also adept in basic alchemy. They can brew powerful potions, blade oils and bombs, all of which give them a keen advantage when fighting stronger or faster foes. Yeah, okay. So, let's start combat. Press 1. Draw your shield sword. Press Z to deselect or select a target. When you have selected all your attacks are directed towards it. You don't have to select a target during combat, but doing so can also help on a specific opponent. Okay.
Quick cuts! 1, 2, 3! Strong strike now. Give it all you got. Never lock your elbow when striking, young lady. Dodge!
Position, Ciri. Footwork. Remember.
Ciri, see how Geralt holds his sword, its angle.
What am I supposed to parry? Stupid dummy.
Pretend now, live later. Riposte! Strike! Counter-strike!
Maybe a storm's coming.
Damn it! Now, young lady, to bring the day to a close, we'll go over a few witches' signs. Let's start with Gwen.
Yeah, okay. I don't know what is Gwen.
Come on! Ciri, Gwen is sometimes called the Witcher's Shield. Now watch carefully to see why. Who's cast Igni, Geralt? I want to see sparks fly.
Let's try.
See? If not for the Gwen sign, I'd be aflame by now. Hard, Geralt. Come on.
Or what is it? Arey, wait.
See that, Ciri? Hard will knock anyone or anything off balance. Destroy. Time for Axie. Damn it. I hate this feeling.
Let's see what it is.
Axie can really muddle your mind. Burden now. Show her, Geralt. See this, Ciri? Don't move if I want you. Throw a bomb. Don't worry, Ciri. Quen will dampen the blow. I'm too old for this shit.
Okay. We'll need to go there. Now what?
This will be quick and painful.
Okay, we didn't hit the target. Let's try again. Yeah. The combat tutorial is now over. If you want, you can continue training with Vesemir. To stop training, simply shift your squad by pressing C. Okay, let's fight for some time.
Any last
Fine.
words?
Enough! Continue training at will.
Had enough?
Yeah, come on. I'm gonna show you what. Oh, wait. Come here if you can.
Damn it!
Yeah. Let's use it. Oh,
What now?
hey, wait.
Whoa! You really showed him, kid.
Ciri, get down here.
A little she-devil. Soon as she's back, we'll set her to polishing all the swords at Kaer Morhen.
Find that helmet? Ciri?
Where did she go?
I'll make sure to find every last blade for you.
There's some blood on that dummy.
What then? Vesemir.
You all right?
Had a nightmare.
About?
Take forever to explain.
Dawn's some way off. We've got time.
Started in the guest room at Kaer Morhen. I was relaxing in the tub, and next to me,
Triss?
Yennefer. Funny, isn't it? She's never been there. Seemed so real in my dream, though.
Was she nagging you about something? True to life, indeed. We'll find her.
Wait a second.
I know we will. That's not what worries me. You've seen her tracks. She's at full gallop all the time. Breakneck speed through wildlands, devastated battlefields. She's in a hurry to get somewhere. Or fleeing something. Either way, it means trouble of some sort.
Be surprised if she wasn't in trouble. She's always poked her nose in beehives. Courtly intrigues here, mages' conspiracies there. What do you expect?
Don't know. Guess I thought once we were finally reunited, things would be calm. At least for a while.
Calm? With Yennefer? Good luck.
In the dream, I went and found Ciri. Then we trained.
Those were the days. Little she-devil. I've trained kids who were faster, stronger, but none had her character. Didn't end well, did it? Your dream?
No. A wild hunt appeared, attacked Ciri. I couldn't move, stood there like a stump.
It was just a dream.
Time to go.
Be dawning soon. Time to go.
Wait. Show me the letter from Yennefer. Might have overlooked some hint in there.
Didn't overlook anything. We were meant to meet in Willoughby. That's what she wrote. Meanwhile, one army or another burned the village to the ground. All we can do is follow her trail, so...
Stop talking for a minute and give me the letter. How about that? It does smell of lilac and gooseberries.
We're gonna read it, not sniff it.
We must meet soon. Willoughby near Vizima. Nothing else to guide us there. What's this postscript? I still have the unicorn?
Stuffed unicorn. Used it once or twice. Certain situations.
The things young folk get up to these days.
Back on topic. How's it look? How far behind Yennefer are we?
2 or 3 days. Trail's fresh. But it looks like it leads towards the main road. Could be muddled there. Wait, hear that?
I hear it. I smell it.
Okay, it's time to
Ghouls.
fight.
What now?
Are there any left? Oh yeah.
Of course. When armies pass, necrophages follow.
You can
Let's
regenerate
go
vitality
before any
by
more show
eating or
up.
drinking or by meditating at least for 1 hour. Note, while playing on the blood and broken bones and death match difficulty levels, meditation does not regenerate vitality. Food and drink can be placed in your consumables slots for quick use during combat. Plus R or F to consume them and regenerate vitality. You have some food equipped in your upper consumable slots. Press R now to eat it and regenerate Potion of invisibility. Yeah, okay. When you have a horse, to have your horse come to you, press X. Yeah, okay. That's fine. Alright, so he's eating. Let's loot this. Anything else? Oh yeah, here it is. Ooh. Anything else? Oh, here it was. Here. Let's collect all this. There's a hare. How can we catch that hare? How to get that? Ah, yeah. There we go. I guess we should go now.
Ever tell you about this sorcerer I knew? Couldn't stop talking about how useful they are as creatures.
They just spend most of their time on the road in search of their next contract. They must trek across wide valleys, climb over high mountains, peak and ridges through thick fogs. Luckily, Geralt can always count on his horse, Roach, to help him in his travels. To Roach come to you, press X. Yeah, okay. The name of the horse is
Because you can brew potions from their blood?
Let's go.
No, because by eating rotting corpses, they prevent epidemics.
Did he know they eat the living as well?
No, really upset him too. His theory collapsed.
War is not exactly going our way.
We have a side.
The Northern Realm.
Radovid's realms, don't you mean? Temeria and Edirn are no more.
Radovid's pledged to restore the old quarters as soon as he wins the war.
Believe that?
Gotta believe something.
Yeah.
It's what keeps us going.
Oh no, get off of the house. Come on. Come behind a bit. Yeah. Here we go.
Hey
There
there.
are 2 more. Let's collect them also. Look at that. This one has. Let's do this. Direction number A289. Buried these bodies of hanged deserters and rebels in Nova strictly forbidden. Anyone caught trying to cut down hanging corpses will be summarily executed. Generally, Melon Rosen registers of Termina. Okay. What if I try to cut this? No, I can't. Yeah, okay. Let's get back to it. Yeah. Let's go.
Faster. Move it! Come on now. Run, Roach. Hey there.
We going? Help me! Help!
Another giant creature. I don't know what.
Has it gone?
Yeah. Come out.
Gods, that was close. I was sure I'd end up like my mare.
Provided you got lucky.
Your horse died quickly, but griffins like to toy with their prey. Eat it, alive, piece by piece.
Oh. You'd like a reward, I suppose.
No. You're a good guy, okay? You don't like a reward for
You
that.
don't owe us anything. You were in need. We helped.
And they call witches heartless. Say they won't lift a finger without pay.
They also say mice are born of rotting straw. Back to the trail.
Like I said, leads to the main road and ends there, muddled.
You seek someone?
Yeah.
Yes, a woman. Medium height, long black hair. Seen anyone like that?
No. But there's an inn here in White Orchard. Sole one around. Gets its share of travelers. Perhaps you'll learn something there? Besides, the innkeep's my cousin. Tell her Bram sent you. She'll treat you like family.
Not a bad idea. Especially since that wound needs cleaning.
Ah, beast barely grazed me. But sure, could use a good rye. Nice and cool, you know, straight from a cellar.
Let's go.
Let's go. Giddy up, boy.
So, a griffin this close to the village? Strange.
My thoughts exactly. In the forest or the mountains, sure, but here? Near the main road.
Maybe it's the war. Corpses everywhere, the stench of blood, burnt flesh. Drives monsters crazy sometimes.
You are nearing the village. Don't disturb the peace. Remember, town guards and hired watchmen will tolerate death. And also, don't look kindly on accosting others. Local residents often erect notice boards near settlements, such as villages and cities. These are marked on your map. Examine them to learn about contracts, work for work, features, and local happenings. Yeah, okay.
Men, too. We need to watch ourselves in White Orchard. And we should leave as soon as we learn it.
That's it, Roach.
wham bam, they knocked his head off.
Oh, so set to be some drown.
What?
Take that down before there's trouble.
That is a coat of arms, the Temerian lilies. They've a right to hang there.
This ain't Temeria no more, old man. It's Nilfgaard now.
My arse it is.
Witches? I'll not drink with Weaverlaw's freaks.
Why do you stare at his arse?
Beg your pardon for those thugs.
No need. We're used to it.
Folk are jumpy round here. Armies just passed through. Now a griffin's prowling about.
Already had the pleasure. Ran into your kinsman, Bram.
Bram? How is he?
Alive. Sends his regards.
Master Witches. Food and drink on the house. What can I get you?
Option marked. You'll open the shop now. Yeah, okay. No, I don't know.
Looking for a woman. Raven-haired, violet eyes, dresses in black and white. Riding in from Willoughby. And, strange as it sounds, lilac and gooseberries might have smelt that.
I've not seen nor smelt such a lady. Believe I'd remember.
Yeah, especially hard to forget this one.
Plenty of travellers about, though. Folk from all over. Might be worth your while to ask after her.
Thanks for everything.
Thanks for everything.
Master Witches, would you be of a mind to kill the griffin? Beast's a scourge on our land. Only killed livestock at first, but it's got a taste for human flesh of late. We're afraid to set foot outdoors.
If someone will pay us, won't say no. Help you bandage that up?
Please. I'm not decrepit yet.
Then I'll ask about Yennefer.
Just remember, we'd rather not draw any attention.
Here, Black One's been out measuring the fields.
Let him measure. Better that than burning the hut.
I'm looking for someone.
And we seek some peace and quiet.
Out of my face, freak. For your breath sours my beer.
Don't be so rude, man. What is this? Option mark will make use of the exercise to influence people's mind, causing them to act according to your will. You charm most stubborn individuals who would otherwise resist during a conversion. Invest in the delusion ability in the character panel. Yeah, okay. Talk now.
Raven-haired woman dressed in black and white. Seen her? Talk.
Folks say the lady rode through the village a few days back. Galloping so fast she knocked Radabor into a ditch.
Which way did she go?
Dunno. Lots of tracks leading off the main road. Could have gone anywhere.
Oi, people! The freak's taken Micah's mind!
And I'll take your tongue if you don't shut up.
Savage, huh?
Once more, there are 4 factions.
Let's talk to
4
this
what?
guy.
Factions, teams, suits, similar to
Got
clubs and
something
spades,
to
except
do.
each suit has its
What are
own
you talking
face
about?
cards. There are also special cards.
Can you just
Wouldn't you rather play
shut up?
war? It's like to be near dawn before you get your game in.
Looking for a woman.
Like everyone.
Not like everyone. And not just any woman. Mine smells of lilac and gooseberries, dresses in black and white.
2 schnapsies. It'll lift your spirits.
Fine, I'll have a drink. Can we cut to the chase? You seen her or not?
Yennefer of Vengerberg.
Never mentioned her name?
Yet you described her perfectly. And once I hear something, I never forget. Can't help it.
What do you do? Who are you?
A mangy vagrant. Gaunter Odim, at your service.
Vagrant. That a profession now?
Once a merchant of mirrors. The madding crowd dubbed me Master Mirror, or the Man of Glass.
How do you know Yennefer?
What a question. Master Dandelion's ballads, of course. The only way a humble merchant might hope to rub up against greatness. Unless, that is, he's as lucky as I am.
And runs into a very patient witcher.
Into Geralt of Rivia himself, the Butcher of Blaviken.
Yeah, where's that Jennifer?
You seen Yennefer?
Deepest apologies, but I must ask. Is this about love?
What's it about?
Guessed it. It's love.
I knew it at once.
What do you know? Tell me.
Before you appeared, it never occurred to me that might have been Yennefer. Who would have thought?
Get to the point.
An Nilfgaardian scout from the local garrison saw her.
Where?
At their camp. She rode in there. Dark of night. Black and white. Gooseberries and... Yes, I know. Had a terse exchange with the garrison commander and raced off.
Where to?
I'm not omniscient. Ask at the garrison.
Thanks.
We men of the road must stick together. Perhaps one day I'll be in trouble and you'll be nearby to help.
Ask Nilfgaardians about Yennefer. Yeah, okay. Where the hell are they? I guess we need to go out. Where's the door? Oh, can someone guide me to the door? I can find it. Yeah, I guess this is the one. Oh, it's locked. What the hell is the door, man? Oh, yeah, it is.
Done drinking? Then fuck off.
Don't want your kind here.
Let's fight them.
Better round up someone else to help. 3 of you don't stand a chance against me.
Well, I could fuck you up by myself.
If I had a bag over my head and my hands tied behind... Actually, no, not even then.
Chet, Lesh, back off. I'll teach this vagrant a lesson. Man on freak.
Nice meeting you.
You didn't even stand my one punch, man. And you talked about killing me. Kill me now. What do you think you were?
Whoa!
Where did okay, this died. The dotted lines died away. Okay, the game is saved now.
Freak.
Will you raise a glass with me?
It's Durban
May the
now.
sun shine upon you.
D-E-R-V-A-N, not Voidemar.
My pride, little razor.
What is she doing there? Let's just leave her. Who was that yawning?
Medallion's humming. Ace of power. It's gotta be.
Move it!
Take it easy.
I am Medetta.
Get down here.
Freak? Lordling?
Yeah?
Bored, dark, and putrid. We have...
Military camp. No locals allowed without the express consent of the garrison commander.
I look like a local to you?
You look like trouble.
Dead wrong. I make trouble go away. I'm a witcher.
A witcher? Captain Peter Sagwin Levy is in the tower. Turn right, past the gate.
You black ones aren't so scary after all. Can even be nice if you want to.
Don't get accustomed, Nordling.
To the tower. Go.
Goltais Griffin is anger. Asante Cardar. It's
I don't want to fight you.
It's a Tulvan of life is mine now.
We must requisition a share of your... How much grain will your village give?
Whatever you say, Your Excellency.
Look at my hands. Look. See the calluses? These are not the hands of an excellency, but of a farmer. So we speak peasant to peasant. How much can you give?
40 bushels. There'd be more, sir, but our lads, the Temerians, that is, took from us earlier and...
You will give 30, and that will do. Let us settle on it, and I wish to see the transport soon.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you kindly.
I summoned only the Elderman and the smith, Willis. But it is said he is a dwarf. You are too tall to be him.
Plan to requisition something from him, too?
If it is necessary, yes, of course. We are at war, in case you have not noticed. Who are you? Speak!
Geralt of Rivia, Witcher.
Vatgern! This explains why I did not hear your footsteps. What do you seek here?
Yennefer of Vengerberg. Where was she headed?
That is a military secret.
Haven't thrown me out yet, Haven't called the guards. So go ahead. What's your price?
There is a griffin in the area. Slay it, and then I shall see what I can do.
Yeah, okay, it's a deal.
It's a deal. Some questions before I start. Know where the griffin has its lair?
It kept to the Vulpine Woods at first. I sent a patrol there, 5 young men. A hunter found them 2 days on. They only recognized them because they wore our plate. Since then, the griffin has grown bold. Attacks in villages, fields, on the main road.
Meaning it's abandoned its lair. Gonna have to set a trap.
I judge from your tone this will not be easy. What do you require?
I'll need bait. A specific herb. Buckthorn. Scent should lure the griffin from 10 miles off.
Buckthorn? I do not know this. But I am not yet fluent in the common tongue.
Mm-hmm. Probably mastered the basics, though. Hands up. Kill them.
No. First came idioms. Don't play with fire, for example. Go to Tomira, an herbalist. She lives near the crossroads. She will aid you.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. Give me more.
Need more information about this griffin. Its sex, why it's abandoned its lair.
Shall I bring you witnesses?
They won't say anything I don't already know. I need to go where your men died. Look around. What's the name of the hunter who found them?
Mislav. He has a hut south of the village, very near the wood. Helpful fellow. A little strange, though.
Tomira and Mislav. Thanks.
Es sunt jakten.
If your current quest has more than one objective, you can choose which objective is right by pressing Let's press me. As the hunter dies, don't give out the bodies. As the hunter is about the fun. Let's which one is the near? Let's go here probably. Press ahead. Yeah, let's do this first.
Password.
Dunno any.
So, out for a little walkie, eh? Counting the Emperor's swords to lull you to sleep? Well, in the army, we've a place for nosy ramblers. The scaffold.
And thick-skulled quartermasters. They got a place.
You're clearly skilled at banter. And haggling? You got a knack for that as well?
Like you to craft something for me.
Okay, let's go on. Yes, here. And
Show me what you're peddling.
okay, I'll buy it later.
So long.
This was Irish.
Heard of the Flyhead Brigade?
Your kind, sir.
Non-human. Thing a fight at rebellion north. Badass Tudin es
Fight. This this war at best. This decent I for me to be as
Make way.
I have my eye on you, Nordling.
Move it.
I'll Kerzayen. Yes, Senator. Yes, enough is mine now. You are. Unbonded order!
Where is my horse? Once discovered, signposts allow you to travel directly from one location to another. Colorful signposts. Yeah.
Go, go.
The Emperor shall guide us straight to nowhere.
Something to eat.
Help a fellow traveler!
What happened?
Monsters! Monsters from the swamp! Folks said the road was fraught with peril, but I wouldn't listen. Got my comeuppance now.
Less moaning, more details. What happened, and how can I help? And remember, I don't work for free. Witcher's code and all.
Well, was on my way to the Black Ones to trade. Suddenly my horse got spooked, ran clear off the road. We hit a bump, I went flying and the horse and cart rolled on. Then I heard bubbling, neighing, slurping. Something came out from the muck, devoured Asher, hooves and all. No doubt my goods are still on the cart, but I'm too afeard to go and see. Thought maybe you? I'm most concerned about a little box. Bring it to me, I beg you.
Fine, I'll go. Let you know if I find that box. Come on now. Faster.
May the sun shine upon you.
time.
Not at all. Hand me the beggar tickets, the... Red bloom. Well, well, one versed in herbs.
Probably saying too much, but I know a bit. For instance, that beggar tick's poisonous.
In large doses. Small ones soothe pain and bring forth pleasant dreams. Which is all I can hope to do for her.
Looking for buckthorn. Know if it grows anywhere around here?
Bottom of the river, where the channel's widest. But you do know that once out of the water...
It'll stink worse than a week-old carcass. Counting on it. I'm hunting the griffin. Need the buckthorn for bait.
I was thinking... A few years ago we had trouble, drowners under the bridge. Whole village had to pitch in for a witcher. Who now can afford the bounty on a griffin's head?
Captain Peter Sar... something.
Ah, good to know the Black One's looking out for our welfare.
Nilfgaard values one thing. Order. Griffin's disturbing that. It's gotta go.
Yes. First they'll tend to the monsters, then to the folk.
Not from here, are you? A lot of bitterness in you. Too much for someone who spent her life in a hut in the middle of nowhere.
True. And you're in a hurry. Elsewise you'd not use bait, just wait for the griffin to attack again.
Believe we could have an interesting conversation.
Maybe next time.
Where should we go? Yeah. Let's go here first. Wait.
Let's go!
There's an exclamation mark here. Don't know what it is though.
Go! Not so fast, Roach. Lost your key, ma'am?
No, not me key. Me pan. It's always sat there empty, this hut. That is, till the night afore the battle. A man arrived, walked right in like 'twere his own. Was standing at me window, peering at the goings-on. He must have read me, 'cause next I knew, there he was, coming my way. So, I grabbed me pan, for protection, see? But he just asks all polite, Gran, got any birch bark by chance? Lilac berries or even a few coals? Nay, says I. And you must be right daft to pester folk at night with such foolery. But I sees he ain't listening. Just staring at me pan like a magpie at a copper. Lend it to me, Gran. I'll give it back come morn. He's right baffled for what's he doing, frying in the dark. But I've got a soft heart, so I gave it to him.
Interesting. What happened then?
Afore dawn, another rode up to the hut. But come morn, only the first fella left, locked the door, hopped on his horse, and that were all I saw of him, and me pan. 'Twere old, black with soot, not worth much, I suppose, but I've no other. Will you help me, dearie? Bring an old widower pan. I could never break down that door myself. And in truth, I'm afeard to go in any road. Such a stench wafting out. Methinks the other fellow. Well, that he's lying there.
What should we do? Should we help or not? Let's help the old.
Never taken on a pan contract. Fine, I'll go in, look around. You should wait here, just in case. A corpse. Explains the stench. Ah, the priceless frying pan. Scrubbed clean. Looks like the mystery man didn't need the pan so much as the soot off it to make ink, write letters.
What's that, dearie?
Nothing, nothing. His throat. He was garroted. And some old scars. Kind of soldier might have.
But when I gab to myself, they say I'm going barmy.
Found something important. Good. That's good. Is there anything else left for us? Let's yeah.
Here, your frying pan.
Mine? But mine were black with soot. And I could see myself in this one if I wanted. But them years are past.
Soot's just what the gentleman needed. He scraped it off, made ink out of it.
And the other fellow?
Dead. Round up a few boys and bury him outside the village. Deep, so the necrophages don't dig him up. And take my advice. Don't mention this to the Nilfgaardians.
Hang about! You've earned a token of thanks. Here's for the road. Fry up a nice white fish for supper. Or a pie.
I guess we need to swim now. Alright. We completed this job. Let's go back. Oh, can't you jump? You cannot do that. Why the hell, huh? There's something here. Let's do this. Hey, giddy up here. Come on, fast, boy.
Slow.
Where are we going now? Where are you? Yeah, okay, let's go here.
Now, whoa. Faster.
Let's loot everything first. If there is something. No, going back. Here it is. What else? Where's I? Okay. What else? Those eyes again. Anything else? Nope, I don't think so. Here it is. Okay, now let's just go. We're wasting too much of time.
Anyone home? Must be out hunting.
Stop. Chasers. For what? To do what? Oh, okay. We can see the footprints here. Let's see. Oh, okay. We need to.
Trail's fresh. Mislav just left home.
Now what? We need to follow.
You, Mislav?
Hear that?
Wolves? No. Wild dogs.
Yes. More dangerous than wolves.
I'm hunting bigger game. The Nilfgaardians the Griffin killed. Where'd you find them?
Ah, I see. You a witcher. That monster slayer they's talking about in the village. I'll show you, sure. But, I gotta kill those mutts before they hurt someone. Will you help? That is, if you don't mind blunting your silver blades on them.
Sure. Griffin's not going anywhere.
No. Dogs might, though. So step careful now. Come on.
These dogs been a problem for a while now.
Since the war started, soldier on the march, he'll stop to rape a woman, strangle her, kill her man for a chuckle, even butcher a cow. But a dog, a kicking passive, no more. So these stray mutts form packs. They're gaunt, guts stuck to their spines, covered in scabies, but they just won't die, because they're clever.
Are you gonna
More
sit
so than
on
foxes.
the horse?
And they hate men something fierce.
You're not coming with me, probably, okay? This is the journey that I Are there any more routes?
Dieter.
You know him?
We served at the Lord's Manor together, where the Black Army's encamped now. He was a stable hand, I was the Lord's hunter. But that was before... well, a long time ago.
Before what?
Before they drove me from the village.
What did you do?
Nothing. I'm a freak. Sorry. I'd rather not talk about it.
I'm a freak too.
Aye, but of another kind.
If it's lycanthropy, I can help.
What?
Lycanthropy. Werewolves. Handled a few cases in the past. It's usually a simple curse that...
The Lord's son, Florian, and I... we loved each other. Dieter walked in on us in the stables. They drove me away. Florian hanged himself. Lord started drinking, and the estate fell into ruin. That's the long and short of it.
I'm sorry.
Ancient history now. I was to show you where I found the Nilfgaardians. Come.
Griffin, know anything about it?
Not much. It's not my kind of game.
You're his kind, though. Survival instincts alone ought to make you care.
I walk silent through the woods. No griffin can hear me nor spy me. Was here. One lay there, by the stump, headless. The other hung from a branch, guts splayed, stretching down to... Watch out for yourself now.
I'll be fine. Not the first griffin I've dealt with. Not likely to be the last either.
Hope you're right. Good hunting now.
When you have gained a certain number of experience points, you can advance to the next level. You can experience points for killing monsters and from killing quests. Okay. So this is obvious. ability. Muscle memory, fast attack, damage increased by 5 rate, strength training, shower attack, damage increased, and control. That arrows all pairing. Control by an additional 50% while aiming the crossbow. And what is it? Resolve. Adrenaline point loss upon taking damage is lower by. I guess we should learn this strength training or muscle memory. Fast attack and strong attack. Let's run this first. For an ability to take effect, we must first activate it by placing it in the open ability slot. An active ability will not have any effect. When the active ability at any time, activate other included. What is it? Defense. Some attacks. Drag a weapon to one of the consumable slots. Where is the consumable slot? Okay, yeah. Now we can use this potion during gameplay. Press R to activate the potion first slot or F to activate the potion in the second slot. Yeah, okay. But what is it? Toxicity. 30 seconds. Diffused. Okay. I guess I don't need this right now. Not even this. Yeah. 30 damage. And it even does. Okay.
Nilfgaardians were celebrating. Griffin interrupted them. Ground's black, saturated with blood. A camp. Ugly bastard.
What should I examine here? I just can't understand. Between the winter's eyes. I guess I examined everything already. Okay. So yeah, some footsteps.
These prints are older and deeper, heavily armored. Nilfgaardians, probably.
Let's follow these footsteps. Okay, that's good. Anything else?
Griffin's nest. What remains of it, at least. Corpse is a couple of weeks old. Still alive when the griffin brought him here. Took a long time dying. Bones. Horse, dog, human. A few months' worth. Female. Larvae in her wounds have already hatched. Been dead at least a week. Other griffin must be a male. Deep cuts over the whole body. Not a drop of blood on the beak or claws. Didn't defend herself. Crept up on her while she slept. Beak tips worn. Gray hairs in the coat. 10, 12 years old. Griffins pair off for life when young. Male must be about the same age. Thick shaft, dense barbs. A royal griffin. Explains why the male I ran into was so aggressive. Hunted the Nilfgaardians down here in the forest first, then started prowling the area. Done all I could. Should talk to Vesemir.
Preparing for combat. Never underestimate your opponent. At the background, at the core of the Witcher code, and for good reason. Proper preparation has saved many a Witcher's life. It is likewise worth your while to brew potion, concoct oil, or visit craftsmen before engaging in combat. Blacksmiths forge weapons, while armorers craft armor. If you expect a battle or a strong opponent, you might want to complete some side quests before attacking. This will allow you to gain experience and develop your character, giving you a better chance of winning the fight. Yeah, okay. Okay, let's go.
Giddy up. Faster.
Okay, we left it behind. I just
Razor.
Years of work up in smoke!
What happened here?
Oh, got a wee bit chilly the night, so I set fire to my forge. Got it nice and roaring. Roasted some wieners. What do you think happened, dimwit? Some bugger set alight me workshop. I've lost everything. Everything!
Sorry. Any suspects?
Whole damned village. I've lived here half a century. Thought they saw me as one of their own. But everything changed when the Black Ones came. I'm the only smith around, so I got to service their garrison. Bang dents out of plate, shoe horses. That sort of thing. Nilfgaardians don't pay me a bloody copper. Just give me supplies and orders. But humans can't fathom that. They think I'm getting rich off their misfortune. That I sleep on a pile of gold like a ploughing dragon. They've stopped talking to me. Spit when I pass. And now this.
I can find your arsonist, provided you're willing to pay.
I've not much left, but I'll give you all if you bring me that horse in, so that he gets what he deserves. The night of the fire, I heard movement outside my hut. Went out to see if I could find any tracks, but found nothing. But then I haven't got cat eyes, have I? Good luck.
defeated desert. Last time the soldiers fled from the army camp under cover of darkness. The wanted men are recruited who recently volunteered to join the Imperial Majesty service. Goes by the name of Orderly. He claimed to be heir by birth. But said King Hansel's misrule had convinced him to join the Imperial Army. He was part of said institution for a mere 2 days, but managed to eat and drink enough in that time for an entire regiment of dragoons. Anyone with information about this deserter's present location is to report to the garrison at once. Description: modest stature, wiry, with thinning hair. He fled in his undergarments by squeezing out through the latrines drainage system, and probably thus reeks like an old hole. Characteristic marks can be easily recognized by his voice, which has to tell rest of a hardened alcoholic. Anyone found providing shelter or sustenance to this deserter will be subjected to a summary court martial. Okay. I'm not gonna read all this right now. Let's just check everything. There is much of interest to be found in the world's dense forest of and its swamps. Whenever you pursue a notice board, marker will appear on your minimap to indicate potentially interest places. Seek them out to learn what secrets they hold. Yeah, okay. There are many places of interest nearby. I guess we should disclose this right now. We'll play it in the next episode of this. This dog. Hey, did I kill it? No. That's enough for today. Let's just close the game now. We'll meet in the next episode of Witcher 3. Well done. Alright guys, see you later then. Bye, goodbye, Sabacare.